Hey, Mark here. If you're running Facebook ads, you probably have felt that sense of frustration that they're not working for you. And in this video today, what I want to do is give you some clarity as to why that is happening. So, running Facebook ads is without a doubt one of the top ways of getting sales into an e-commerce business. Well, what we often see is people without a clear strategy and framework to do that successfully. So this video is going to give you a guide in terms of how to structure and test your ads appropriately. Your ads fail because you're not being methodical, you're not being data driven. And by the end, you'll know how to structure them and how to bring about them processes that allow you to see what is going on and to make informed decisions as you move forward. So the first thing that you need to test is your creatives. Why do we test creatives first? Well, creatives are the first part in the process. The creative is the thing that stops somebody scrolling and actually gets them to pay attention to your ad. So if your creative is dull, if it doesn't stand out, if it hasn't got the right message, then your market are not going to appreciate that, not going to latch onto it, and they're not going to take any action. So when you test the creative, what you want to be doing is you've got your overall campaign level, you've got your ad set level, and you've got your ad level. And what you want to do is keep consistency. You need consistency to be able to test and see what's going on. So you would keep this and this as standard, no variation. And then you're going to run variations of creatives. And that's going to weed out the ones that are no good, that are not performing very well, and the ones that do perform well. And then over time, you're going to pour more creatives in and repeat this process and keep testing those creatives because they will eventually tire. Second thing you need to test, copy. And we would follow a similar structure. So the key thing is that you isolate everything else, right? So in this test here, your copy has to be the same. If you start mixing up different variations of copy and different variations of creatives within this one campaign here, how are you going to know what caused that ad, that particular ad, to perform well? Was it the creative? Was it the copy? Was it a combination of the two? You won't know properly unless you isolate it. So if you're testing creatives, you keep the same copy and you only have one variable. That is the key thing. You need one variable, never more than one variable. So when you're doing the copy, you're using the same creative. Now that could be the one that you've taken from there that is a good performer. And then you're going to test your 4 types of copy. And those copy there, you're going to make sure they've all got exactly the same headline, and all you're going to change is the main body of copy text. And then what you're going to establish from there is which one of these is the winners. Now, what you'll then know is you'll have a creative that's performing very well, or let's hope you've got a couple of those, and then you'll have a couple of copy variations that are performing well. And then you will put those into a combination. They're the ones that have performed successfully. So you will combine the two. You will combine the winning creative and you'll combine the winning copy, because by doing that, you will know that this ad has got the best possible chance of performing well. In addition to that, what you need is a sandbox campaign where you keep testing these things. So you have a sandbox campaign that's testing creatives, and you'll have a sandbox campaign that's testing copy, because this is the one that we know is going to perform in the short term, but it is not necessarily going to perform over the long term, because they don't. Facebook ads tire. We're relying on push advertising. We're relying on taking people from scrolling through social media, having fun, relaxing, to actually be doing something that's relatively serious. Going shopping is a relatively serious activity. And you have to keep testing and you have to keep following this process again and again. But if there's one thing to take from this video, it's this. One variable is what you need to test at once. And you need to be very, very data driven. You need to basically test that, and you need to look at what is and what isn't performing well and analyze it. So I hope that's helped. If you want to work with us and find out more about how we can help you implement strategies like this, then drop a comment below and we can arrange to have a very quick 15-minute informal chat with you. And at the worst, we have a fun 15 minutes. So I hope that's been useful. Take care, everybody, and have a great day.